since then. Right now, they show you where it all broke out. And, right, right. It's the rainstorm of '08. No,
Right.
you don't want to be here.
I could be somewhere else.
To be on record on that.
So are you saying you've been recycling?
Did you look at the agenda? We'll be out of here in 20 minutes.
It's really expensive when people don't recycle correctly. Like, I can't believe how expensive it is.
Am I supposed to do that? Because they say on a box of recycling.
So, I was just telling Brian, our MRF accepts them now because we have a buyer for them. But he was saying GFL does not take their MRF, probably does. Yeah.
That makes sense to me, actually, but
Ours is, rinsed isn't that big of a deal anymore for most of our buyers too.
All your recycles have food in it?
I make sure the cans and whatever rinse all.
Yeah, you rinse them out. And then lids is back on.
Yes.
What we can take. We can actually take them both ways, but
It's ridiculous.
Keep 'em off
It's
the
so weird, like the mix of tools.
air, basically.
yeah, here I don't think you can put them separately though.
Okay,
You got to put it back on.
maybe doing that wrong too.
Which is interesting, because when I took my stuff to the town of Jackson, they said remove all lids and throw them in the garbage.
Yeah. So some places can't take the lid if they don't have a buyer. So it depends on the buyer of the material.
I was thinking matter of compressing the body, or just taking it more room you did.
My dad lives in West Dallas.
So we're supposed to, as a consumer, we're supposed to know all these rules.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Being 6 p.m., I will call to order the Board of Public Works meeting for Tuesday, June 25th, 2024. Roll call is taken. All members are in attendance. Item number 2 on the agenda is approval of the minutes for the Board of Public Works meeting from May 28th, 2024.
So move.
Got a motion by Hollenberger, second by Matter to accept the minutes. Any further discussion? All in favor by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 3 is Resolution 24-18. Resolution authorizing the issuance and sale of up to $5,709,010 water and sewer system revenue bonds, Series 2024, and providing for other details and covenants with respect thereto.
Make a motion, we approve resolution 24-18, authorizing the issuance and sale of up to $5,709,010 for water and sewer system revenue bonds, Series 24.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Engelhardt, second by Sandebeck. Any further discussion on this item? You have anything to add, Mr. Kober?
Sure. So we finally, with a great team effort, finally got to this point. So a couple weeks ago, got an email from the DOA and said, hey, if you don't meet the July 1st deadline, you're gonna be subject to an increased interest rate. And I said to him back, well, that's not our fault. We've been ready since February. So they speeded it along, got to Quarles and Brady, got your packet. And so it's a 20-year term loan at 3.310% interest. We're asking for the first distribution coming back to us. That's $323,000. You had approved that, $933.23. So, and then the loan closing date is July 10th. So after that, we'll start. We have another reimbursement you'll see at the next meeting that we'll request, so.
Any other discussion on that item? All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 4 is Resolution 24-19, preliminary resolution for special assessment of 2024 Ridgeway Drive and Chestnut Court reconstruction project.
So this is the first step of the process of creating a special assessment area. So you can see in the layout, it goes all the way where we stopped on Ridgeway Drive, goes north on Ridgeway to Willow Ridge Road, and then incorporates Chestnut Court. And then everybody in this area is subject to sidewalk and storm laterals. And then we're gonna start, hopefully the letter goes out tomorrow. Next month, we'll we'll start, televising people's sanitary laterals, see if, they need to be replaced. The plan is to, advertise on, July 9th and, 16th, and then open on the 23rd. And then it would be brought to the July 30th, Board of Public Works meeting, and then, the August, I don't know what, sorry, didn't memorize the calendar I think it's the 6th of August, because we moved the meeting up ahead. Yeah, thank you. And then, so hopefully we get a good bid and approve it, the village board, budget and finance, and then hopefully we'd start the project, end of August and have it done before snow flies or Thanksgiving. So that's the plan. We're kind of holding off on this and, on this project, with Highway 60 under construction and the chaos that's going on there. They want to create another, because Ridgeway is, the north-south, thoroughfare on that. So once, Highway 60, and that's on schedule, that we can, we'll be able to do this project then.
Looking for a motion on that item.
Got a motion and a second?
All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 5, pay request number 6.
President Heckendorf, could the record reflect who those motions were from?
I didn't write them down, so that's why I was
We
questioning.
didn't get
Because
one.
we didn't get one.
Thank you.
We had one on the bonding, not on that one.
Yeah.
That one?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 24-19.
Second.
Motion by Heckendorf, second by Engelhardt. Any further discussion on that item now? All in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Sorry about that. Now on to item number 5. Pay request number 6 for the 2023 utility and street improvement project for Vinton Construction in the amount of $10,000.
So with this, we were, this is the final payment, and was talking with the utility superintendent, and we said, is the sewer in good shape? Or, so he went on and looked at it. There's some adjustments that need to be, done to that. Talking with, Vinton, they really want to close the project. We need to, have a meeting with the county on Thursday. Want to talk to them because we got to adjust the manholes for that project. So what I recommend that I would, request this board to table this item or refer to the July meeting, and I'll give you an update of, and hopefully by that time, we have the manholes adjusted and we can close out the project. So this might not be the final pay request. So there might be other work that happens. We'll decide if we bring Vinton back or if we put another contractor on the job, or we have, the county's, contractor adjust the manholes.
I will make a motion to refer pay request number 6 to the July meeting.
Second.
We have a motion by Heckendorf, second by Mitchell. Any further discussion on that item? All in favor by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6 is pay request number 4 for the wastewater treatment plant tertiary filters and disinfection project for J.H. Hassinger in the amount of $383,895.
That's the wrong, I'm sorry. The pay request in your, I have, the number should be $348,745.00. Looking for my other.
That's what it is in the packet.
Yep.
I will make a motion to recommend Budget and Finance and Village Board approve pay request number 4 to J.H. Hassinger in the amount of $348,745.
Second.
Who was? Motion by Heckendorf, second by Mitchell. Any further discussion on this item?
So it's slowly moving along. Rain is, has been an issue. It's like with anything else, we got the tanks in, the foundation, so they're gonna continue in this pay request. You can see mostly with shoring and then, footings, that they're doing and some plumbing work. That's them, but we're trying to move the project along, so.
Any other discussion on that item? All in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 7 is reviewing connection for village sanitary sewer and water for Cedar Creek Townhomes on Eagle Drive.
So this is, some of you new on the board, but when there's a development and there's an extension of sewer and water, the village reviews that, and then this is the body that recommends to the village board that we would extend the sewer and water to serve that area. So that's why it's in front of you at this point, to, that you would allow, public sewer and water, to be extended to serve the rest of the buildings. I know the Plan Commission has referred it or tabled it to the next meeting. This is, I don't know how many layouts now for this, a lot more even before this. I think this is one of the better layouts, for this site. So, in your packet, it did have, some of the changes that we'd like to see, and that's being reviewed by, Parish Engineering and Surveying, so, they didn't get back to me, or back to the village yet, but, if it's a joint sewer and water, that's a 30-foot easement, so this will have easements for us to maintain then. And then it's up to the easement line, then the rest of the lateral and everything else is development, that they're in charge of.
So you're just looking for approval of the connection to the development itself?
Right, what you're allowing is the extension of the sewer and water to serve this area. And we have what you'd look at is well capacity and, wastewater treatment plant, and we have all that, to serve this area.
Anybody wanna make a motion on that item?
Make a motion, we approve the extension of sanitary sewer connection to the point of developer connection.
Second.
We have a motion by Engelhardt, second by Hollenberger. Any further discussion on this item? All in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 8, Director of Public Works report.
I have, certain things we can talk about. Highway 60 project is, even with all the rain, it's still on schedule. If you look at Martell's back to, starting to pour. It was interesting, bless you, in the meeting today, the weekly meeting, one of their DOT people was on site or looked at it and said, gee, there's, the sidewalk that was pulled out on the south side. They're supposed to have another path to walk, and they were just saying closed sidewalk. Well, you gotta get them to the north side and stuff, so, Vinton and everybody, even the DOT hand was slapped and said, hey, let's make this a better project. So hopefully with some sidewalks being poured today, that, there's actually a legitimate path, or the signage will get them to the north side of the road, so. Otherwise, I'm glad that, the north leg is open to the nice gas station on the east side. Now the south leg is closed down. We did remove the hydrant along the path, and then it blew out the water main to Piggly Wiggly, so we went and fixed that for them. Explained to them, now the curbing is poured. Kind of reached out to them, said, hey, might want to go farther to repair it, but they didn't respond, and now they're gonna have to board a new line into the place, so. I mean, that's moving right along, so hopefully by then, it's supposed to be sunny this, later on in the week, and so more curbing and sidewalk will be poured, so. Have a meeting tomorrow afternoon to talk about milling, putting in the loops in South Jackson Drive, which will be very touchy, and how to shut that road down and still allow traffic. We started today, the water utility, we have 28 valves that we have to be able to adjust. So with our, thank you for, with our new backhoe, we're doing it, the 3 people of the water utility is actually going down. I think they got 5 done today and have 23 to go yet, so. That's it, and we had the kickoff meeting for Hickory Lane reconstruction project along with the dog park. Last minute, got the DNR to be on the call, so Samantha Cat was very gracious and answered all our questions, so we have some understanding, so that's in the works. And you'll see that at probably in the next, I'm gonna meet with Jess Shrivastava from Bremer and Associates tomorrow, and then we're gonna start setting the standards for the project. And then hopefully by end of next month or August, you'll see like a preliminary plan set or concept plan, what we're gonna be planning on doing for that area. That, you know, we'll probably get all the engineering done for that, and then that'll be maybe a winter let, and then start that project, a portion of it up in the spring, so. And we're always, with all the rain and that, the plant has been, good thing that we sealed both interceptors, north and south, and did Main Street last year. The plant is surviving. We haven't, you can see on the chart, and that May was still somewhat wet, and we only peaked at 1.9 or over 2 million gallons, so. I haven't looked at what we're doing now, but the guys are not complaining, so. And the plant's not underwater, so.
If we use the Cedar Creek area for the dog park, will there have to be a lot of fill run into that, or like with the rain we've had so far, will that be dry enough to dog park?
For the dog park and then, so, it's to get your question. So, there's the report that you saw of that CDM Smith that had a bio filter in, so we're gonna look at that and see if that's where, but now we have 2 things that came out of the meeting, is people are walking their dogs in that area, and if that continues, we would have to restrict it and say no dogs. It becomes in our MS4, our stormwater management, it becomes a bacteria site, just like our ponds, and so we'd have to name it anyway. So the DNR is like, hey, this would be really good that you would actually put a fence up and to stop the dogs from or running free and going into the creek and stuff. After negotiating with Kelly, we're thinking, and the floodplain and all that we would move the parking up on by the wastewater treatment plant off of Eagle Drive instead of Hickory. So that we get out of the floodplain, and there's an area in that, so we're starting, that's what we want to talk about tomorrow, and then if we have to get more surveying done, then we'll grab that at this point. I don't know if that answered your
It does.
your question, so.
Any other questions for Brian on his report?
Motion to put the report on file.
Second.
We have a motion by Hollenberger, second by Sandebeck. Any further discussion? All in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 9, citizens or village staff to address the Board of Public Works. Anybody wishing to speak?
Just happy to be here.
Looking for a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Egner, second by Mitchell to adjourn. All in favor by saying aye?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you for coming.
That person helping on me.
It's the heckler in the back of the room.